The garage door slammed shut behind Emily, the sound echoing like a final judgment in the dim, oil-stained space. She clutched her backpack, heart pounding, as her twin sister Sarah's voice pierced through the wood. "Stay out there until you fix yourself, Em. Mom and Dad agree. This family's not having any of that deviant crap." It was supposed to be a simple family dinner in their suburban Chicago home, but Emily's confession about dating her college roommate, Lisa, had turned it into a battlefield, leaving her exiled to the cold concrete floor with nothing but old boxes and a flickering bulb for company. Emily sank against the wall, tears blurring her vision. How had it come to this? She and Sarah had been inseparable since birth, identical twins sharing everything from clothes to secrets. But now at 24, that bond felt shattered. Sarah, the perfect one with her straight-A law school record and engagement to a respectable guy from church, had led the charge against her. "It's not natural," Sarah had spat during the argument, her face twisted in disgust. "You're choosing this over us?" Emily replayed the scene. Their parents' shocked silence, Mom's whispered prayers, Dad's averted eyes. The garage was their compromise. No outright kicking her out, but close enough. She pulled out her phone, fingers trembling as she texted Lisa. "They found out. I'm in the garage." Literally. Lisa's reply came instantly. "I'm coming over. Hang on." Hours ticked by in the musty air, interrupted only by the hum of the refrigerator inside the house. A cruel reminder of the warmth she was denied. Emily thought back to their childhood in this very neighborhood, playing tag in the backyard, whispering dreams under shared blankets. Sarah had always been the protector, the one who stood up to bullies. But when Emily realized her feelings for girls in high school, she buried them deep, fearing exactly this. College had freed her. Meeting Lisa in freshman year felt like breathing for the first time. Their relationship was quiet, supportive. Study dates turning into stolen kisses, plans for a future together. Now it all hung by a thread because of family values. As night fell, Emily curled up on an old sleeping bag, wondering if love was worth this isolation. The door creaked open briefly. Mom slid a plate of food through without a word. Emily ate in silence, the taste bitter with betrayal. The next morning, Sarah's car roared to life in the driveway, heading to her internship at a prestigious firm downtown. Emily watched from a crack in the garage window, envy mixing with hurt. Sarah had everything. Approval, stability, a path laid out. Emily, meanwhile, was job hunting as a graphic designer, her portfolio full of vibrant art that reflected her hidden self. Lisa arrived soon after, sneaking around back. They sat on milk crates holding hands. "This is insane," Lisa whispered, her brown eyes fierce. "You don't deserve this medieval punishment." Emily nodded, but doubt crept in. Was she the one tearing the family apart? Society's whispers echoed in her mind, church sermons on traditional marriage, news stories of disowned queer kids. In conservative pockets of Illinois, being out meant risks, job loss, harassment. But Lisa's touch grounded her. "We'll figure it out," Lisa said. "Maybe talk to them calmly." Emily agreed, steeling herself for confrontation. That evening, the family gathered without her. Emily pressed her ear to the door, hearing fragments. "Dad's gruff, she needs time to think. Mom's tearful. What will the neighbors say?" Sarah's adamant, it's a phase. She'll snap out of it. Rage bubbled up. Emily banged on the door. "Let me in. This is my home too." Silence, then Sarah's retort. "Not until you end it with that girl." The standoff hardened. Days blurred into a week. Emily showered at Lisa's apartment, worked on her laptop in coffee shops, but returned to the garage each night like a prisoner. The isolation gnawed at her psyche, doubts about her identity, guilt over disappointing them. Yet, glimpses of Sarah through the window showed cracks. Her twin looked tired, snapping at their parents. Was regret setting in? Emily journaled her thoughts, pouring out the conflict. Love versus blood, authenticity versus acceptance. One afternoon, Emily overheard a heated phone call. Sarah was arguing with her fiancé, Mark. "No, I handled it. Emily's just confused." But her voice wavered. Emily's heart ached. Sarah was defending the family's stance, yet paying a price in her own relationship. Mark, from a liberal family, might not align. That night, Emily slipped a note under the door. "I'm still your sister. Talk to me." No response. The pressure built, society's lens magnifying their drama. Friends texted support, but Emily felt the weight of judgment from extended family, the church community. She attended a local LGBTQ support group secretly, hearing similar stories of rejection. It fueled her resolve, but also deepened the wound. As the week ended, Emily faced a choice: leave for good or fight for reconciliation. Little did she know, fate was about to force their hands. Emily's resolve cracked on day 10. She packed a duffel bag, ready to crash at Lisa's indefinitely. But as she shouldered it, the house door swung open. Mom stood there, eyes red-rimmed. "Come inside, honey. We need to talk." Emily hesitated, suspicion warring with hope. The living room felt foreign, photos of happier times mocking her. Dad sat stiffly, Sarah perched on the armrest, arms crossed. "We've decided," Dad began. "You can stay, but no more of that lifestyle. End it with Lisa, and we'll pretend it never happened." Emily's stomach dropped. It wasn't reconciliation, it was erasure. "Pretend," she echoed. "This is who I am." Sarah interjected. "It's a choice, Em. For the family." The argument reignited, voices rising. Emily laid bare her feelings, the years of hiding, the joy Lisa brought. But Sarah countered with Bible verses, societal norms. "Think about our reputation. Grandma's heart condition. She can't handle this scandal." The session devolved into tears. Mom pleaded for unity. Dad retreated to silence. Emily stormed back to the garage, but not before Sarah's parting shot. "If you choose her, you're choosing to be alone." Alone indeed. That night, Lisa held her as she sobbed. "They're wrong," Lisa assured. "But fighting them might destroy you." Emily pondered the moral quandary. Was honoring her truth selfish? Or was their rejection the true sin? Society amplified the divide. Illinois had marriage equality, but cultural pockets resisted. Emily's job search stalled. A potential employer, upon learning her situation via social media, ghosted her. Discrimination lurked subtly. She confided in a therapist online, unpacking the trauma of familial homophobia. Meanwhile, Sarah's life unraveled subtly. At work, she botched a case brief, distracted by guilt. Mark pressed her. "Babe, this is cruel. Emily's your twin. How can you do this?" Sarah defended, but doubts festered. She recalled their shared wound, the intuitive bond. Late nights, she'd stare at the garage light, wondering if Emily was cold. But pride held her back. The family attended church, the pastor's sermon on loving the sinner, hating the sin feeling pointed. Sarah nodded along, but inside conflict brewed. Was her stance moral high ground or fear of change? She volunteered more at the firm, burying emotions in ambition. Emily, empowered by support group stories, decided to confront publicly. She posted on social media. Coming out shouldn't mean losing home. Love is love. Likes poured in, but so did hate, trolls calling her abomination. Family saw it. Dad called her attention-seeking. The rift widened. Lisa suggested moving in together, but Emily hesitated. Abandoning family felt like defeat. Then a breakthrough. Mom visited the garage secretly. "I don't understand, but I love you." They hugged, a fragile bridge. Sarah overheard, jealousy spiking. "Mom's enabling her," she complained to Dad. The household tension thickened, decisions looming. Weeks passed in uneasy truce. Emily was allowed inside for meals, but conversations skirted her issue. Sarah avoided eye contact, her engagement party approaching. Emily wasn't invited. It'd be awkward. Hurt fueled Emily's activism. She joined a pride march in Chicago, feeling liberated amid rainbows. Lisa marched beside her, their kiss captured in a photo that went viral locally. Back home, Sarah saw it online, rage boiling. "She's flaunting it." She confronted Emily. "You're ruining everything." Emily shot back. "You're the one who locked me out." The twins faced off, years of unspoken resentment surfacing. Sarah admitted envy. Emily's freedom versus her scripted life. But she doubled down. "I won't let you drag us down." The climax built when Mark proposed a family therapy session. Reluctantly, they agreed. The therapist probed. What are you afraid of losing? Sarah faltered. Normalcy. Emily. Myself. Insights emerged. Parents' upbringing in a conservative era. Sarah's fear of judgment at work. Progress inched forward, but Sarah resisted hardest. As the session ended, Emily extended an olive branch. I miss my sister. Sarah turned away. That night, Sarah confided in Mark. What if I'm wrong? But morning brought denial. The standoff persisted. High stakes for all. Emily weighed leaving Chicago for a fresh start, but blood ties pulled. Unbeknownst, a medical crisis loomed, ready to upend their moral compasses. Sarah collapsed at her engagement party, the room spinning as pain ripped through her abdomen. Guests gasped. Mark rushed her to the ER. Doctors diagnosed acute kidney failure, a rare genetic condition flaring unexpectedly. She needs a transplant soon, the specialist said. Identical twins are perfect matches. The family reeled in the waiting room. Emily arrived last, summoned by Mom's frantic call. Seeing Sarah pale and hooked to machines, old wounds faded momentarily. I'll get tested, Emily volunteered without hesitation. Sarah, groggy from meds, whispered, Why? After what I did. Emily squeezed her hand. Because you're my sister. The tests confirmed. Emily was a match. But the decision wasn't simple. Doctors outlined risks, surgery, recovery, lifelong meds for Emily. Family pressure mounted. Dad begged, Mom prayed. Sarah, facing mortality, grappled with irony. I banished you, and now I need your organ to live. Emily's inner turmoil raged. Donating meant forgiveness, but at what cost? Her health, her future with Lisa. Society's lens twisted it. Headlines could paint her as hero or martyr. Lisa urged caution. Don't let guilt decide. They hurt you. Emily journaled furiously, weighing ethics, duty to family versus self-preservation. Sarah's condition worsened, dialysis buying time. In hospital visits, barriers cracked. Sarah confessed. I was scared. Of change, of what people think. Emily shared her pain. You made me feel worthless. Tears flowed, apologies tentative. But Sarah's fiancé Mark mediated. This could heal you both. Emily consulted ethicists online. Donation debates highlighted autonomy, coercion. Family dynamics amplified. Parents' subtle manipulation. It's God's plan. Emily felt trapped. Refuse and be villain, donate and risk resentment if complications arose. Community reactions varied. Church friends prayed for Sarah. Some whispering about divine retribution. LGBTQ allies supported Emily's right to say no. Social media buzzed. Should she save her homophobic twin? Emily scrolled comments, the moral dilemma public. She attended therapy alone, unpacking layers, childhood favoritism, Sarah the golden child, her suppressed identity. Donating might validate their rejection, the therapist noted. Emily pondered. Was this redemption or sacrifice? Sarah, bedridden, reflected deeply. Flashbacks to twin antics contrasted with recent cruelty. I projected my insecurities, she admitted to Mom. Her law career built on conformity now seemed hollow. Mark challenged her. If Emily saves you, will you change? Sarah nodded weakly. The transplant date loomed. Emily's consent form and signed. A family meeting in the hospital, Dad pushed. Blood is thicker, Emily countered. But love shouldn't require proof. Sarah pleaded. Please, Em. I'll make it right. The room held its breath. Emily stepped out, calling Lisa. What if I regret it? Lisa. Follow your heart. Back inside, Emily signed, but with conditions. Therapy for all, acceptance of me and Lisa. Agreements murmured. Surgery prep began, tensions electric. Emily's pre-op nerves mixed with resolve. As she was wheeled in, Sarah mouthed. Thank you. The procedure succeeded, kidney transferred, both stable. Recovery rooms side by side. The twins talked haltingly. Sarah. I was wrong. About everything. Emily. Prove it. Post-op challenges emerged. Emily's pain meds fogged her mind, doubts resurfacing. Family tiptoed, but old habits lingered. Dad's awkward avoidance of Lisa's visits. Sarah, regaining strength, advocated. Lisa's welcome anytime. A shift, but tested when church elders visited. questioning Sarah's new views. She stood firm. My sister's love is valid. The moral awakening cost Sarah friends, but gained authenticity. Emily, healing slower, faced physical toll, fatigue, checkups. Was the price worth it? Society watched. A local paper story framed it as twins' miracle amid controversy. Debates ensued online, mirroring their internal strife. Recovery stretched into months, the house transformed. Emily reclaimed her room. No more garage exile. But scars lingered, literal and emotional. Sarah's gratitude manifested in actions. Attending pride events with Emily, defending her online. Yet relapses occurred. During a family dinner, Dad muttered about traditional values. Sarah shut him down. Enough. Emily's family too. Progress, but Emily questioned sincerity. Is this pity? She asked Lisa. Their relationship strengthened, plans for cohabitation advancing. But Emily's health dip, a minor infection, reminded her of the sacrifice. I gave you life, she teased Sarah, masking deeper resentment. Sarah's law firm noticed her shift. A promotion stalled amid whispers of activism distraction. She pushed back, taking pro bono LGBTQ cases. Mark supported, their wedding postponed for healing. But tension brewed when Sarah confessed lingering doubts. I accept you, but it's hard rewiring beliefs. Emily exploded. Hard? Try being locked out. The argument exposed unfinished business, betrayal's echo. Therapy sessions intensified, unpacking moral ambiguities. Sarah's initial stance as product of environment versus choice. Emily grappled with forgiveness. Was it obligatory after donation? Society's pressure amplified. A podcast invited them. Emily agreed, Sarah hesitant. On air they shared. Emily's exile, Sarah's illness, the transplant. Listeners divided. Some praised reconciliation. Others accused Emily of enabling homophobia. Should she have let her die? One caller asked. The question haunted Emily. Back home, family dynamics evolved. Mom baked for Lisa, Dad thawed slowly. But extended relatives distanced, labeling them troubled. The cost? Isolation from roots. Emily's career rebounded. Her graphic designs went viral in queer communities. Lisa proposed subtly. Let's build our family. Emily beamed, but Sarah's envy surfaced. You have freedom I never chased. A vulnerable moment. Twins bonding over lost time. Yet a betrayal loomed. Sarah, stressed, confided in an old church friend who leaked details to a conservative blog. Twin saves sister despite sinful lifestyle. Emily felt exposed, trust fractured. How could you? She confronted. Sarah swore ignorance. I didn't know she'd twist it. Damage done. Harassment emails flooded Emily. The fallout tested alliances. Mark urged Sarah. Own your mistakes. She apologized profusely, cutting ties with a friend. Emily withdrew, questioning the donation's worth. I paid with my body for this? Moral quandary peaked. Forgiveness infinite or boundaries essential? Lisa mediated. Healing takes time. A family retreat in the countryside forced confrontation. Around a campfire, truth spilled. Parents admitted regret. Sarah her fears. Emily. I chose life over grudge, but don't take it for granted. Bonds mended tentatively. As fall turned to winter, stability emerged. Sarah's health stabilized, her advocacy genuine. Emily and Lisa moved in together. A cozy apartment symbolizing independence. But a final twist. Sarah discovered her firm's discriminatory policies, quitting dramatically. For she said. Emily appreciated, but the price Sarah paid, career setback, mirrored her own. The sisters hugged, acknowledging mutual sacrifices. Society's judgment faded into background noise. Personal growth foreground. Yet, unresolved tensions simmered, ready for the ultimate test. The test came at Sarah's rescheduled wedding. Emily, maid of honor, stood proudly with Lisa as +1. But whispers from guests. The lesbian twin. Stung. A drunk uncle confronted. You corrupted Sarah. Emily held composure, but inside rage boiled. Sarah intervened. Leave Uncle Joe. No hate here. The ejection rippled. Family divided. Post-ceremony, Emily confided. This is the world we live in. Sarah. We'll change it together. Their bond, forged in fire, felt unbreakable. But Emily's health scare, a routine check revealing slight kidney strain, reignited doubts. Was it worth the risk? Doctors assured. Manageable with care. Moral debates intensified in therapy. Did I donate out of love or obligation? Emily pondered. Sarah? Does it matter? You saved me. But Emily needed closure. She wrote a letter. I chose you despite the pain. Now choose me fully. Sarah responded by outing herself as ally publicly. A blog post detailing her journey. Backlash hit. Lost clients, strained friendships. Sarah's sacrifice paralleled Emily's, balancing scales. Society reacted. Support from progressives, scorn from conservatives. The twins became inadvertent activists, speaking at events. Lisa's pregnancy announcement via donor added layers. Family's reaction tested acceptance. Mom excited, dad hesitant. Sarah threw a shower, but underlying tensions. Will the child know Auntie's lifestyle? Emily addressed. Yes, with pride. The impending birth forced growth. Emily reflected on choices. Her exile led to this fuller life, but at emotional cost. Sarah's illness catalyzed change, but reliance on Emily's body raised ethical questions. Am I a hero or fool? Emily journaled. Community involvement deepened. They volunteered at shelters for queer youth, hearing echoes of Emily's story. One teen's tale of rejection mirrored hers, inspiring mentorship. Sarah's law skills aided legal aid. But a backlash event. Protesters at a talk chanting slurs. Emily shielded Sarah. Roles reversed. This is the price, Emily said. Sarah. Worth it for truth. Their decisions' consequences unfolded. Stronger ties but lost innocence. As the baby arrived, a girl named Hope, family gathered. Emily held her niece, tears flowing. Sarah whispered. Thank you for everything. Forgiveness solidified but not without scars. Emily's relationship with parents mended slowly. Dad attended a PFLG meeting. Society's evolution mirrored theirs. Shifting norms, persistent bias. The story's arc peaked in quiet moments, twins sharing coffee, discussing futures. Emily's art flourished, incorporating their saga subtly. Sarah rebuilt her career in civil rights law. Balance achieved, but questions lingered. Hope's first birthday marked a year of relative peace. The family picnic in the park felt normal. Laughter, cake, no undercurrents. But Emily sensed Sarah's distraction. Later, Sarah confessed, I'm questioning my marriage. Mark's conservative leanings clashed with her growth. Your journey changed me, Emily advised. Follow your heart, like I did. The irony, Sarah now facing her own upheaval. Divorce proceedings began, Sarah leaning on Emily. Roles flipped. Emily the anchor. Moral dilemma resurfaced. Support Sarah's choice, echoing her own, or caution against rashness. Society judged. She saved her life, now breaking vows? Whispers at church where Sarah stopped attending. Emily defended. Happiness over tradition. The process drained Sarah. Custody of future plans, financial hits. Emily offered her spare room, Lisa agreeing. Living together. Twins rebuilt intimacy lost to conflict. Deep talks revealed Sarah's suppressed dreams. Perhaps her own attractions unexplored? But she clarified. No, just awakening to authenticity. Emily respected but pondered. Had her exile sparked this chain? A major confrontation. Parents blamed Emily. You influenced her rebellion. Emily stood firm. No, truth did. The argument echoed original banishment, but now Sarah allied. It's my choice. Parents relented, attending therapy. Healing circled back, generations confronting biases. Emily's kidney held strong, but annual checks reminded of the physical toll. Worth it? She asked Lisa. Look at us now. Activism culminated in a book deal. Their story co-authored. Writing unearthed buried pains. Sarah's guilt over the garage, Emily's resentment. Publishing brought acclaim and criticism. Exploiting trauma? They donated proceeds to LGBTQ causes. Society debated. Family loyalty versus self? The narrative sparked forums, mirroring their internal strife. As the book launched, Emily reflected on the journey. From exile to lifeline, betrayal to bond. Sacrifices piled. Health, careers, relationships. But gains. Authenticity, love, growth. Sarah thrived single, dating openly. Emily and Lisa raised hope in a loving home. The family, fractured then fused, stood resilient. Yet, in quiet moments, Emily wondered the ultimate price. Was forcing change through crisis moral? Or should acceptance come freely? The story closed not in resolution but query. In the end, when blood demands sacrifice from those it once rejected, is forgiveness a virtue or a trap that perpetuates the cycle of pain?